Yes, your eyes not deceiving you. I am back. I'm Living 5-0, and this is a baseball video. I know it's nuts, right? Because it's been forever since I've done one of these, but I am doing it now. And this is Game 5. And I don't know what happened to Game 4, because I don't have any recollection of playing Game 4. I don't even remember recording Game 4. I think, like, I drank too much apple juice or something. And then I played Game 4, not really realizing what I was doing or something, because I have no recollection of playing Game 4. And I feel really bad about that because I told you guys I was going to give you guys a video of every playoff game, and I didn't, and I feel really bad about that. But this is Game 5. Dallas Braden's on the mound for us, which means, because we won Game 4, Perfect Cahill was able to win that. I think it won 6-2. You can go back and look at the beginning of the video. It's there. Because we won Game 4, now, if we win Game 5, hey, guess what, haters? The Oakland Athletics are going to go to the World Series if you win this game against the New York Yankees. And I'm excited. And I really just want to get there and win the World Series, you know, for the whole atmosphere and to see what they say about the World Series and stuff like that in the game. And we will either be going up against the San Francisco Giants or the Los Angeles Dodgers. So I'm hoping for the Giants. Like I said, Battle of the Bay, it will be cool. A couple things I want to talk about. I want to remind you guys this is brought to you by Conejo, the newest edition, the newest clothing line out there in the world. I don't know how many of you guys have contacted him, emailed him, wrote on his wall or whatever in the Facebook page. I don't know how many of you guys have done that. I hope that at least some of you guys did that because, like I said, he's new. He's trying to get this thing off the ground. This Friday is the deadline to order stuff. I know it's coming up soon because he's, like I said, he's not a big ticket thing. He's not a big ticket company. So he orders whenever he has enough things to order for. Okay, so on Friday is the day that he's creating an order. Which means that if you want the hoodies, if you want the shirts, if you want the sweatpants, if you want the whatever, go to his page, look at those pictures, and let him know. And figure out a way that you can get that because because if you're wearing this at school, trust me, you're gonna be you're gonna be the cool kid. Okay, if you wear this at school. Just in time for the new year. It's going to be the new big thing. Adidas who, Nike who, Conejo bitches. That's the biggest thing. Okay, enough about that. Let's talk about baseball because that's why I do these, is to talk to other fans about baseball. So I'm going to talk to other fans about the topic of how the game has changed. And I'm going to talk about this because of the new video is coming out called Moneyball. Now, if you guys don't know what this is, it's a movie starring Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill. It's about the Oakland A's and how they were able to make a small market team into a big contender because of they looked for on-base percentage and they looked for good pitching. So basically the formula was, if we have good pitchers who can keep the other team to like under 2 runs, then we can win because our on-base percentage, people can get on base and score, and we can get like 3 runs. Then we win. Hey, and then we have a good closer in Dennis Eckersley. Okay, so I was lucky enough to be alive for that and live in Oakland during all of this ruckus, and it was really a great time to be in Oakland. It was really a great time to be an A's fan because I remember going to the games like after the 7th inning because that's when it was free, and my mom would take me there and we'd watch like you know, Dennis Eckersley close it out. You know, and that was like the big thing, and then, you know, we'd take Bart home, you know, and it was just a whole big thing. It was a whole big atmosphere, and it was great in Oakland at that time. Still is, okay. Oakland is still, I mean, everyone thinks that Oakland is like this crack hole, but it really has some good parts to it. But you know what? I'm not here to talk about Oakland. So that was really cool. That time was a great time for baseball. It was a great time for the Oakland Athletics organization. Okay, now go forward like, you know, a couple years, maybe like 10 years to now. Okay, probably 15 actually, to now. And you look at the Oakland Athletics organization, and no one in their right mind is going to say that the Oakland Athletics are a contender. They haven't been a contender for a while. Even when we had Miguel Tejada and Eric Chavez and those 3, Tim Hudson and Mark Mulder and Barry Zito, we had those guys, okay, and we were contenders, and Houston Street, and that was really good, okay. but we have fallen off since then. And I know that people are like, well, I mean, every team has a little fall off period. True, but you also have to think about, okay, so why have you fallen off? And I've really had time to think about this, and I think it's Billy Beane. And I think that Billy Beane needs to get the boot, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. Okay, and I know that you guys say he has seniority, but here's the reason. You give up Carlos Gonzalez, okay, who has now become a star, a potential MVP candidate every year for the Colorado Rockies. We had him, okay, and we gave him up. You keep Sweeney, but you don't play him. Okay, instead you bring in Coco Crisp, David DeJesus to take his spot. Okay, you have arguably one of the best hitting prospects around the league, one of the best power hitters, and we need power, okay, but you have one of the best power hitters and you don't bring him up to the organization. Okay, you leave him in AAA to mature, okay, and then you instead bring in Josh Willingham, and you bring in, like a couple years ago, we brought in Frank Thomas, and I think we brought in Mike Sweeney in there, and now we have Hideki Matsui. This idea of bringing in old guys to teach the new guys is not really the idea that we need. And yes, we got Holiday that one year, and that was really cool. But then, you know, we couldn't sign him or whatever. We kind of used him as a trading chip. But I think that we need to go back to, we need to totally revamp our system, because this system is not working. And I want to know what other baseball fans feel. Like, how has the game changed since the era of the Oakland Athletics being good to now? What do the Oakland Athletics need to do? I think this is a recurring theme, not just for Oakland, but for the Royals. And I think, like, some other teams are also falling into this rut. Like, what is it that these small market teams need to do now in this era to become contenders? Let me know in the comments. I'm Live510. Check out my Madden video also, it's in my channel. Deuces.